I wanted to do the first hitch, first and foremost to raise funds for Link, but I knew that it would be an amazing chance to travel and do something that was really unusual. It was a much more interesting idea than any of the other sponsored events I'd come across. And we also knew that it would be a good way to raise Link's profile and get some publicity for us as a young charity.
There's nothing else like it. I mean, I've spoken to people before who have been to Morocco. Whenever people say, oh, I've just got back from holiday in Morocco, I'll ask where they went, and then they say, oh, you've been as well. And it's nice to say, oh, I hitchhiked there actually when I was at university, because everybody takes a step back. Hang on, what did you say? What did you do? And it's just an amazing experience to know.
I think what made it special for me was the excitement of travelling in a totally different way and seeing a country for what it is, rather than just passing through it really quickly, and you get to know it through speaking to the locals and the people passing through it, so you get lots of different perspectives on a country, and also it's a really great way to meet loads of other students.
I think there's nothing else that's really like it or that can compare. Using your own initiative, your own ideas for 3 to 7 days, depending on where you go, and you're meeting fantastic people you've never had the opportunity to meet otherwise. And quite frankly, it's something that won't be matched by anything else.
Spending 5 hours with a guy from Cameroon who was a professional storyteller and told us stories for 5 hours, and then gave us one of his books and signed it and let us go on our way.
Watching the surfers on the beach in Tagazook, we all got up and went down to the beach nice and early, and just watching the sunrise and the sunsets, just seeing somewhere that beautiful, and just thinking, you look around your surroundings and just think, wow, like, and especially with you hitched there.
No matter who the person was who was giving me a lift, I always had that little moment where I went, really? That's the one thing that sticks with you, because it happened at every lift we got.
A very rich man picked 5 hitches up in a minivan and said he could take us straight to Seville, and then on the way took us to loads of Roman ruins, and then paid for us all to go in and took us around for hours, and then all bought us 3-course lunch.
It's a fantastic young couple who are only in their 20s. Found us sat in a burger bar and bought us all food, took us back to their house, let us stay there, and then took us for a lift the next morning and gave us food, and it's just those memories that you always remember and really appreciate.
First hitch, our banner was Hitch to Africa, Cambridge Casablanca, and we set off from Cambridge on Monday morning, had quite a slow journey down to Calais, but then we got some good lifts with trucks through Paris, through Lyon down to Barcelona, and then we crossed over to Morocco on the Friday morning. At that point we had a great time, but I had absolutely no idea if anyone else would agree to do the same journey. So now it's amazing to think how many thousands of people have done the same trip now 20 years later. And I think the Hitch has always been really important to Link as a fundraiser, but much more than that, the people in Link and Link as an organisation have always been quite ambitious. And I think the Hitch shows that great mix of energy and enthusiasm and determination, and it shows that that is still there in the organisation.
Hi, I'm Steve London and I'm the Chief Executive of Link Community Development, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how your money's spent and why it's so important to us. Firstly, Hitch money, we categorise money income in two ways. Either it's restricted or unrestricted. Unrestricted means it's free, which means that we can plan and fund activities that we want to do, as opposed to something that's been agreed with a donor like a USAID or DFID. And that's really, really important for an organisation like Link, which thrives on innovation and creativity. Without you, it wouldn't happen. Thank you. With the Hitch, which has now grown year by year from an income of a few thousand in 92 to over 400,000 in probably one of my most difficult years in 2011. Link has grown from an organisation with a turnover of about £180,000 to one of around 4.2 million in this current year. And the Hitch has been fundamental. It's been our main source of free, unrestricted money that's enabled the organisation to develop and grow and makes us different to most NGOs as it enables our creativity and innovation. So as we stand at the moment, largely through your efforts, we're impacting in over 2,000 schools, in districts in Ethiopia, Ghana, Malawi, South Africa and Uganda. And we hope that those of you who have been involved in the Hitch in the past will now rejoin us and help take the organisation to the next level. Thank you.